Beautiful morning. I got some of the first garlic of the season that we're drying this year. Looks pretty nice. But I wanted to give you a little walkabout and show you some of our hollyhocks next to an apple tree with some dianthus, some beans coming up. And our corn, we got amaranth in this zone. Huge amounts of amaranth coming up. Some corn. Had some issues with some gophers, but I took care of that. More beans along the fence there. I think they're French climbing beans. This is our painted mountain corn section. Three Sisters area. We just put the beans in about a week ago. Those should be popping up. And we'll be putting the squash in today. Got some nice little kales I transplanted that are doing okay. We got, what do we got here? Some radishes that are looking pretty fancy. I'm sure Alan will be happy if I bring him the radish. Really nice arugula there, about to go to seed. So we'll definitely seed save that. And this is our native amaranth that we've been propagating here. So you can pop this seed. So we're going to be popping some amaranth this fall. Amaranth seed for you. The native variety here. So that's fantastic. This is a really nice looking Manchurian apricot. Baby hollyhock there. Egyptian walking onion, producing heavily. And we'll start walking. And the way these work is they make these giant seed heads of about 6 to 12 plants, and then they fall down to the ground, and then they seed right there. And you can see an example of that right here. The Egyptian walking onion. Excellent plant for your perennial garden. And we got a squash bed here with nice amounts of squash coming up. A little volunteer amaranth there. Our beehives are up there. A little banging permaculture region here with raspberry and apple and Egyptian walking onion and lots of different types of chicory. And here we have an arugula. Going to just self-seeding. The raspberries are all getting fruit early and in abundance, so this is pretty exciting. Never had a good raspberry year, but these plants are only 4 years old or so. Really nice cilantro flowering. An entire area of purple orac, which self-seeds and grows here. Purple mountain spinach. Really cool blood vein sorrel in its second year. And we've got amazing abundance of snap peas in the back. I'm looking at 100 peas here. Holy macaroni. Nice job. Yeah. Little kale tucked in there. Another kale. Cat's going to start following us. Got some beans popping up. French climbers. Hello. A nice purple pestimone. And we got some purple snap peas back here that just came up. So that'll be fun. Some nice lettuces we've been eating for dinner with some garlics there. Lots of volunteer plum trees for next year to move around here. And let's see if there's any plums developing. Yeah. So we got plums that are in there. And we're just waiting for them to fatten up. Oh, we transplanted some strawberries to increase our strawberry patch. The one we already have is looking pretty prolific this year, so pretty stoked about that. When you live in Zone 5A, we added that. Put some strawberries there. This huge section I planted out, we'll do that again in another video when that stuff starts coming up. And I got something to show you. At least I see an Allen. Our potatoes just started flowering, for reference. I'll go show you those. And then we'll go see Allen. Our squashes look about this big. Planted a ton of varieties. Some of them are just coming up. Some of our peas just started flowering. And this is flanked with cucumber. It's just coming up. 2 different varieties of carrots. And some of our first flowers on the potatoes. And really nice looking sorghum. I threw some sorghum around and it's doing really good, so it'll be interesting to watch this sorghum develop right down there. And we planted this whole area out. We're just waiting for it to sprout. Really nice pestamon here. This is our sweet corn. And we just planted beans with that for our 3 sisters. And we're having we were having some really weird issues with fava beans here, and so we removed them all. They were getting attacked by this gray insect. Do you remember that, Alan?
Yep.
Really bizarre.
Yep.
So what we're doing now is taking out this purple mountain spinach. Alan's got some onions here, it looks like he found.
Yep.
Look at that, little red onions.
Yeah.
And we just did that, cleared this bed out. And what are we planting? Did you get the seeds?
Oh, no. I can go get them, though. I'll bring them back.
Okay, sweet. So we planted some onions in here that we kept in here. And we're going to be adding, drum roll please. Well, the seeds will get here. Got some Albion strawberries we planted here by this Fuji apple. Another potato bed. We got some potatoes, and this bed is being taken over by this invasive plant called common mugwort, but it has many medicinal uses, so we're going to do a video on that. Common mugwort coming soon. And we could take a sneak peek at some of our ripe... Oh, take a look at these volunteer lettuces right down there. Those potatoes are about to flower. I know because there's flowers right there. And this prickly currant here is pretty ripe and harvestable. You got to come underneath to reveal the berries. It's it hides very well. See how that's all green? But you turn it up and it's all the berries are underneath. So these are particularly, there's a wasp doing something. Particularly delicious. Like a little sour grape. These are my Nature's Sour Patch Kids. You got them? Take gooseberries. I came bearing gifts.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You can always bribe Alan with a radish.
Yes.
Okay, our seeds. These come from an Italian source. Franchi Seminiti. You can buy them from a US-based supplier. And that's what we do. And we've got some dwarf French beans, which are like a little bush bean. But they make these nice flat 5-inch green beans. And we love beans. And we're going to put some basil in here in one section. And this is a huge flat leaf Napoleon big leaf basil from Naples. In the other bed, we're going to be doing some patty pan squash, custard white, one of my favorites. And you can just slice these babies thin and bread them and fry them in a pan, and they're delicious. Have you done that with the squash? Fried them up in a pan?
Yes.
So, Alan gives a thumbs up there. We got some beans popping here. It's always good to see things coming up.
Wow, that's hot.
He's got a hot one. And our popcorn is still miniature. It's growing slow. Another little sorghum patch. Thanks for watching. It's been a long wander. And we'll finish with some huge amounts of broccoli that I just don't think are going to head. You win some and you lose some. And this is a daikon radish. Wouldn't you know it? Be safe. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. What are you growing?